Hi, Cherie Hansen here. I'm reading to you from my blog, which is cheriehansen.com. It is nudging towards 71,000 subscribers. I invite you to come onto my blog and subscribe to it in written form. Just look at Cherie Hansen and you'll find it. And I would also invite you to come and participate in viewing my YouTube videos, which this is one of. I am reading to you from the last blog that I wrote in January, which is called How to Efficiently Waste Time. I know it is a highly competitive topic to discuss. Some experts in distraction excel when they are mere children and go on to spend a lifetime honing their skills. But the spectacular presence of screens has taken the inability to focus and work toward goals to a new and previously unforeseen level. Focus was never my problem. I was born with what I call my obsessive fairy over my shoulder, or maybe this one. My brother, who arrived on Earth when I was 4 years, 8 months old, once said to me that I was never a child. And to be fair, I do remember lining my teddy bears up in chairs in front of an easel blackboard. They were wonderful students and sat glassy-eyed as I told them information that would be necessary for them going forward in their plush existences. Books held my attention for most of my life. I had a path straight forward in my reading landscape. The book I am reading now, I put at the head of my bed so I can grab it automatically as soon as I get into bed. And next to that book would be a pile in intentional order of where I plan to go next in my imagination. As I got older, I purposefully selected long books, heavy books, so I could intentionally stay in that world and not be kicked out. When I closed the cover on a big book, there was always a sense of grief and emptiness that came when the book was done with me. It was upsetting. There was always a feeling of death when I closed the back cover. I would lay outside on the lawn and I would read. I would recline on a rock next to a summer swimming hole and I would read. I would sit in long car trips, never looking out the window, and I would read. And then we purchased a TV and I began watching a series of Shakespearean plays. I watched ballet and opera, returning to my books immediately after each of the viewings was over. It was my pattern at that time. Gradually, I fell in thrall to the screens. It began with my desk computer and migrated to the laptop. And when I traveled, I had an iPad. I began to watch news reportage on a screen and migrated from biographies that I held in my hands with their hard covers and promises of weeks of accompanying a person on his or her life. Today I have 4 laptops, some are not working, 2 iPads, a cell phone, and everywhere they all connect to Netflix. Between the screens, between the seduction of the blue flickering lights of Netflix is still a slice of time. My habits of watching passively while others are pasting memes and quotes and quips is massive. At the end of some days I ask, what happened? What happened to time? It was spent, but it was spent foolishly, and like a person who tries to carry water in two cupped hands, it just spills through my fingers. The 5-year-old person, the 16-year-old person who would watch me would be shocked and appalled at how much time flows through my life with nothing to show for it. But I argue back, everybody does it. We are all lulled into numb staring and somehow feel that something has been accomplished. Why, how could it not be? I deserve to be rewarded. Well, I observe myself. I reset my short-term goals. I start again. Screen addiction is a deeply ingrained habit in me. I will start with baby steps, and let us see where that goes. Wish me the best of luck.